It's my first time ever telling this story, bro.
Hey, tell them about the story where you pawned your Rolex to go buy some pussy at the.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright.
So yeah, that was my embarrassing story.
She said, hey, did you wash your hands afterwards?
I was in the water. The water had chlorine. Why did you wash my hands for? The water had chlorine.
Hey, tell me about that story when you found out she was a man and then.
No,
I know every story except for that one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Except for that. Alright, let me go. Hey y'all, the main podcast, we're gonna do fly. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to say, be safe. Of course, to my right, I got my co-host.
It's your boy Mikey got jokes. You follow my Instagram and Twitter, and I follow back. Join my line too.
And of course, on the other side, I got my co-host.
It's your boy No Like and More People tuned the fuck in.
And today, ladies and gentlemen, as I said before, be safe. You know, we are in a quarantine state where COVID-19 has really slowed us down on a lot of establishment, but in a good way, because we do have to stay safe, we do have to stay at home and whatnot, because shit is crazy. So with that being said, another adventure popped into the world, in which I like. Social media has been popping lately. There's been a handful of challenges, there's been a handful of videos, memes, and a lot of things that we can get involved in. TikTok too, that's been popping. I love TikTok.
I think I got my look beautiful on the live.
I love it. Look at Rick live. They look gorgeous as a motherfucker. So now, with that being said, it's a challenge in which Kenny proposed to the squad. And it was hashtag embarrassing story. Embarrassing story, right?
Yeah.
So the other day, I told my embarrassing story on my Down Here page live. I truly do apologize because of the fact that I did some inappropriate posting on my story. So they banned me for 24 hours, so I can't go live on my page. So I went live on my Down Here account and whatnot, and I told my embarrassing story. And it was me getting caught having sex by my mother, my father, and they called my motherfucking brother, and it made it worse. And it was hilarious and embarrassing. And right now, I want to hear Miami got jokes. And y'all had like 2 days to line some shit up. You know what I'm saying? So I want to hear some shit.
My shit always ready.
Your shit always ready. Okay, cool. His shit always ready. Okay, let me see what's ready sound like.
Oh, y'all tune in.
Tune the fuck in.
So this happened when I was like, I think I had to be like 19, 20.
Yeah.
And I wasn't living with my mother at the time. And this when I was going to church heavy. And shit. So now, I met this girl in church. She had a nice body.
You was fucking in church?
Of course. Who wasn't fucking in church?
Dangerous.
Look, devil.
So she had a nice body, real nice body. So we started talking whatever like that. We started dating, and the first time, her body was so good that the first time we had sex, the first time we tried to have sex, I got kind of nervous because like a nigga wasn't like. But prior to that year, nigga wasn't really getting pussy like that, so I ain't really know what to do. You know what I'm saying? How to put the condom on, you know what I'm saying? How to really get the pussy wet, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it's certain shit that I wasn't really trained to do. So now, the first time we greasing, so boom, I sneak into a room, and then where I stayed in Little Haiti. She stayed in, she stayed in Little Haiti. She stayed in somewhere in Miami Shores, Airport Terre area. So now, what I would do is I would walk from Little Haiti. I would walk from Little Haiti to El Portel.
When it was a foot soldier.
Yeah, for that pussy, yeah.
Foot soldier for the pussy.
I would definitely walk for that shit. So I used to jump her gate and sneak through her window.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like a thief in the night.
We was young. So, come on.
Whoever pussy, you don't need whoever pussy.
And it was like 2 in the morning. It was like 2 in the morning. So I couldn't really knock on the door hey, I'm here to see your daughter. I couldn't tell her parents that. That's some wild shit, you know what I'm saying? So I used to sneak in through the window because her sister wouldn't really be there. She would be over there, or I think she would sleep at the college campus or something like that. So it would be her, it would be just her and her little sister. And the little sister wouldn't say nothing. She would whenever she'll see me go inside the room. Whenever she'll see me come inside the room, she'll go in another room because she already knew what was going to go down, right? But the first night we had sex, the very first night we had sex, I fucked up. I was having trouble getting her hard. I was having trouble getting her hard. Like I was giving like phantom strokes, bro. Phantom ass strokes. I knew I did so bad is that after we got done fucking, like she got on like her phone and started playing like Candy Crush and Tetris and shit. And I'm just sitting there looking like, damn.
She'll play Candy Crush prior to.
It's like I knew like you know when you ever, I don't know if y'all boys ever like fuck a chick.
Yeah, we did.
And you know you ain't deliver. So you just laying there like you trying to like think of like a beautiful poem in your brain to put together, like tell her how beautiful she is and how much you appreciate
Your
her.
toes are cute to me.
Yeah, like damn, I see the look in your eyes, like I knew.
You said rent coming up?
So now, after that happened, I'm like, damn, I said, you know what? Dog, the next time I grease her, if I get another chance of greasing her, cause I know I fucked up, I'm gonna really go hard this time.
Yeah.
So a couple of days passed by, we talking, and we talked about it. So she was like, I don't know, and she was, and then the crazy thing is she was way more experienced than me, so I felt like, damn, I really let her down. So I'm telling her, I said, you know, I was just nervous, you know, because I really like you, and I feel like you're the one. You know, I was giving her some lies, telling some bullshit. I was like, you know, I really feel like you're the one, and I was just nervous, and I didn't want to, you know, I was just so in love in my heart for you.
Damn.
You know how niggas just
that Casanova bullshit.
Yeah. So now, as I'm telling her this shit, the next few days, you know, I'm at her crib, and now like I got my rubber. I know what the fuck to do. Bro.
So you know how to put the rubber on.
Bro, I know how to put the rubber on.
You know how to take it
I
off.
took my time. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling her body. You feel what I'm saying? I'm kissing her. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm
You
doing
watch porn,
bro.
you watch some shit.
Bro, and not even that watch porn. It's just like I wasn't really like I ain't gonna lie. Like when I was my first time using, I was nervous, bro, because like.
It was pussy.
Yeah,
No,
you know what I'm saying?
God,
Like,
vagina.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And like when it's your first
real.
time, I don't know, like
My mom said she had one.
when it's like your first time greasing her down, it's like you don't know if you're gonna deliver or not. And you don't know if she got experience or if like you know what I'm saying, she whacked.
You gotta go into confidence.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Like, oh, she already smacked somebody. So you're like, damn, dog. She know how like a good dick.
Yeah, like you like damn, like what if she think my dick like smaller than like that? So I like next time like I have my game face on, like I was on my like LeBron type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Wow, what type of LeBron? This headband LeBron or no headband?
Yeah.
LeBron with the mask.
With the mask. Oh,
That's a good
he had a
LeBron.
statement.
Nah.
He had to prove something with the mask on.
So now, boom, I'm in that place. I'm doing my thing.
Yeah.
I'm showing up. My face looking at the mirror. She had a little mirror on what? Bro,
You ain't
listen,
do the Dougie though.
you tripping,
You
bro.
ain't do the Dougie.
You tripping.
Doing it.
Bro, I was going so ham. It's like, you know, ladies, I'm telling you something. If you have a sex with a nigga and you got a mirror in your room, best believe that nigga is looking at that mirror.
Mirror. We just look at that
Best
mirror.
believe that nigga.
You look at that mirror.
Nigga,
How about the mirror at the trophy?
You don't mirror at the trophy.
Mirror at the
That
trophy.
motherfucker loud. You be like, this mirror.
Mirror at the trophy.
This
out.
me.
Bro, I was wilding
This
out,
me,
bro.
B.
Wilding out, bro. So now I stopped. I said, everything okay? You know, I was giving her a massage, just telling her, you know, how you feel. She was like, oh my God, I never had dick like that. I was like, oh yeah, you know, that's what I do. So now, like, my confidence up.
Yeah, I had a sticker bar. I was in myself.
Dude, my confidence level is up right now. So now, we chilling, you feel what I'm saying? Relationship going on.
She ain't go on Candy Crush this time.
Nah, she went straight to sleep.
Oh, that's right.
Put that bitch to
Sleep. That's
I gave that bitch that NyQuil dick.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I gave that bitch NyQuil dick, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now she sleep, whatever like that. So a couple of days passed by or whatever. Here's the problem here's was the big problem in the relationship. She was like, I don't know, for some reason, when I date women, like the women I be in a relationship with, they tend to act more nigga than me. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is like me, like I ain't gonna lie, I'm an emotional nigga, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm a very emotional, like I love you, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't breathe without you type of
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's the type of
feelings.
nigga I am. I'm
Yeah.
not like a nigga like where it's like if you mad about something, I'm like, alright, yeah, I'm not gonna hit you up tomorrow.
No,
Like,
you wanna find out.
I wanna fix it
Yeah,
today, type of
today,
shit.
tonight.
You feel what I'm saying? But her, it was like, whenever there was a problem, whatever, like she would be like ignoring my call type shit. And then, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta understand, like that factors into me being young and like just like really getting to this like fucking pussies in.
You was young, dumb, and full of cum.
Exactly. So I'm like, damn, damn, why you ignore me, Lord? Like, why you not talking to me? So, bro, I used to do shit like pop up at her crib. Dude, I was doing wild shit. I would call her phone. My homeboy would be like, bro, like sometimes you gotta chill out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta leave her and give her some space with her. But I did not know shit like that. You know what I'm saying? This is like one of my, like, this is probably my second relationship. At the age of fucking 20, bro.
Yeah.
I was like 19, 20, like in my second relationship. So I don't know how to handle this shit. And what's crazy is like the way my homeboy treat women. I'm not gonna say the name, but the way my homeboy used to treat women, like he used to treat women like
the scum between
bro, it's like, bro, how you treat women like, and they're so attached to you, and I'm such a gentleman, bro. I was such a gentleman.
Assholes get the most.
And it's like, that's like, I was trying hard not to believe that, but it's like now that I'm older,
you realize
like
that.
I see it now. Like some women just like that, being treated like that, and most definitely she was one of them. So now it was some dude that she knew back in the day that used to steal from the church or whatever like that.
He used to steal from the church?
He used to steal from the church?
Remember, I met this girl, like she was my girlfriend in the church or whatever like that. And that's what motivated me to go to church. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you feel what I'm saying? That's what really motivated me to go to church, is because I was getting pussy from her. So now,
like, ooh, every Sunday I get pussy?
Bro,
I'm coming.
Every Sunday?
Every Sunday?
Listen,
every Sunday I get, oh hell yeah, I'm coming to church.
Every Sunday after Bible study, I knew I was getting
some pussy.
I knew it.
He was like, hey, Pastor, hurry, go to Bible study, hurry up.
I knew it, bro. I would be like, so,
you got Bible study?
So you coming to Bible study tonight? She'd be like, yeah. Cause like if she was coming, I knew I was going right after her. And like it would be times where she wouldn't come to church, and it would just be, I would just feel like church is pointless. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like
there's no point in you being here.
There's no point in me listening to
you
like why is she not here, bro?
Are we here for again?
You feel what I'm saying? Like
Are we here for
I used to feel that way. I really used to feel that way. So now, fast forward, it was the dude that used to steal from the church or whatever like that. And then there was friends or whatever like that. She used to like whenever he would do something bad or would get locked up, she would try to like make him change or whatever. She would try to tell him, don't.
So he was smacking her too.
I'm gonna get to that.
Oh, okay, damn.
So she would always try to make him change, like don't do that. You can change or you can do better. You feel what I'm saying? All this bullshit, whatever. So Buddy got locked up for something I don't remember, and then he finally got out of jail or whatever, and then something happened to him where he had to get surgery or whatever like that. So he had to stay home. He couldn't really go nowhere like that. So she would visit him. You know what I'm saying? But in my mind, like I'm young, it's like okay, that's probably just a friend or whatever like that. Nigga, bro. How about when I was trying to apply for school to Miami-Dade, she would help me. Right? So it was one time where I was at Miami-Dade with her and she's going through her phone. My nigga. I see her in her phone and then it said Buddy name. I said, since when Buddy gave you his number? She was like, oh, that's my friend or whatever like that. We're cool. We talk on the phone and all this bullshit.
Hey, I said you take some contact.
So I was like, all right, cool. So I said, all right, open it, let me see. Bro, she opened that shit.
All you see is dick pics.
Big
Yo!
Straight beyond.
I'm like,
Yo!
What's this kid?
This!
What's this kid? Big meat in the
Yeah!
like,
And those screens, dick. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That nigga said a dick pic twice, kid. I'm like, oh my
He saw him while he was looking. Like, what the fuck is blue?
I'm like, oh my god. I said, bro. And it's like, it hurt me so much, so I'm like, damn. And then what's crazy? It's like, what's crazy? I knew something was up with dog because he would look at me, right? It was one time he was at church late night.
He gave me the I'm thinking your bitch down
look. Nah, it wasn't that. He wasn't that type of sign. It was like when a nigga say, yo, hey, your girl, bro, you got something good, you better not lose her.
Yeah.
When a nigga say something like that, he trying to smash your chick, or he probably smash that one.
Yeah, he know how good that pussy is.
When a nigga say, oh, hey, your girl, bro,
that pussy
like,
good.
Yo, you got something good right there, you better not lose. I said, bro. I ain't say nothing to him, but I'm like, oh, it's something wrong with this nigga. It's some red flags about it. And then once I seen it, I was like, yo, you gotta stop communicating.
You can't with this nigga. You gotta stop talking to this big dick ass nigga. So now I had to deal with that. Then
then to make matters worse, people was in our business. You know, me, I'm young. And the fact that I'm like 19, 20, you know, I'm just starting to get into the feel of pussy, right? And then it was this girl. She was much older than us.
Yeah.
But she would act like our counselor. No, I'm not saying no names. This is true story.
What's her name?
This is true story. So she would act like our counselor. You know what I'm saying? So whenever she would see me and a girl going through relationship problems, she would sit us both down and talk to us.
So she was on some Dr. Phil shit.
Yeah, but what she was really doing it for is to know our business.
Oh, she was going to make the fake pages behind her back.
Not really. We didn't have like fake pages and nothing like that back in the day. Right? So, boom. So now, you know, I'm young and she talked to me or whatever like that. Sometimes she would sit us both down and we'll talk about the situation. Or she would sit us separate and we'll talk about your battery leak. She was separate, right? So I'm telling her everything that's going on in a relationship because I don't know, like, at that time, I don't know, like, you know, certain shit you should keep to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Certain things you shouldn't tell a person about your relationship. You should fix that with your partner. I don't know these things. So now, dude, all she doing is taking this information, and then telling other people outside of my relationship. So now the girl found out I was doing that. She was like, damn, dog, that's how you running? You out here running your mouth? And then she told me, she told her friend, she was like, damn, I regret giving this nigga pussy.
Damn.
Dude, when I heard that, I was like, oh my God. It hurt. When she said that, and like, you don't understand how that shit hurt me so bad. So now she stopped talking for like a couple of weeks. We stopped talking, whatever like that. So I'm trying to get her back. It was Christmas time.
Yeah.
Christmas time. This is true story. Christmas time, I knew she liked it. She had showed me like a couple months back that she wanted some Timberland boots, but it was like Timberland heels. So I got her like some Timberland heels for Christmas and some flowers from Pro Flowers. Nigga had a drop too. Nigga was 19, but I had a little money on me. So now I got her that or whatever. Like, see if she would take me back, and I wrote a little letter on there. You know, I miss you. This and that. You know what I'm saying? I want to make things work or whatever. She accepted the gift. That bitch ain't never talked to me. I was like, oh fuck.
Of course she gonna accept it, kid. Vietnam kid? All these Vietnam shit?
So now, the same night, this is why I started gooking out. The same night, remember how I used to go over to her crib through the window or whatever like that? So the same.
You got hurt?
Huh?
Good. The same night I got hurt.
So now, I went over there with a flashlight.
Yeah.
Right? I went over there with a flashlight.
You mad?
Went over there with a flashlight.
My dog left from the spectator.
You went over there with a flashlight. Let my dog go over there with a flashlight,
I went over
man.
to the crib with a flashlight. It was late night.
Yeah.
So I jumped over, and she don't know that I was coming. She didn't know I was coming. So I jumped over her gate. I had to jump over her gate.
I did the same thing one time.
So I jumped over her gate, and then I'm knocking on the window, because I'm trying to see if, like, damn, like, she wouldn't answer my phone call, so I'm trying to see if ain't no other nigga in there, or if, like, she wasn't with the other dude. So now I jumped over the gate, so I got the flashlight in her window, like flashing the whole room, trying to see if she in there. Dude, she was in there asleep. So I'm knocking the window, like, yo, open the door, open the door, open the door. Dude, her parents is on the other fucking side of the room, bruh, sleep, and I'm making all this noise, dog, just so I could talk to her, bruh. When I tell you, bruh, dog, nigga was beating the fuck out.
So that's your embarrassing story.
It's more.
Oh shit.
So now it get to a point where it was a nigga in the church. It was a nigga in the church that used to sing or whatever like that. But he was a little corny. You know what I'm saying? But he could sing pretty good or whatever like that. So Buddy used to sing to her late night. I found out the nigga used to sing to her late night, kid. So now I'm thinking like, damn, like that's who you go with, like that's who you talk to now. She was like, oh no, he just sings to me or whatever like that. So I'm like, damn, when me and you finna get back together? She was like, never, you're dead to me. So I'm like, oh
this
my
dumb
God.
peel your heart.
Yo, when I said this dumb broke my heart, kid, like she broke that shit. And then like even years later down the road, like whenever she would see me, she would act like I'm a ghost, bro. Like I think that's one of the only exes like I'm unable to talk to, bro. That's one bitch is like if like if she was in like a burning crib and I was the only person to save her, that bitch would rather die.
Nah, my exes, it's all my exes. I love y'all. We all love each other. We are one community.
Bro, that's the one ex I know like.
This not an ex I'm beefing. We are one community. Okay, girls. I'm not like Rick. Okay, let's not burn bridges. Let's all have sex together.
Oh no, that bitch burned that bridge. She broke the bridge, burned the bridge, and made sure there was no other bridges being built. Like that shit is over with. That bitch said, I would burn in hell real soon. I said, as long as you come with me, I'll be fine.
That's it.
That's my story, bro.
Alright. So now we wanna hear no lacking story.
Yeah. So, hold up, let me pull up real quick. So I'm about to tell you about the most embarrassing moment of my life. Alright? So, that happened when I was 12 years old.
Said 12 years old.
12 years old.
Nigga said 12. Oh God. Go ahead.
Finally got hard.
Yeah, dog.
This is the time I took a shit in the pool when I was 12 years old. Listen, I took a shit in the pool when I was 12. Listen. So it was summer. What grade you in 12 years old?
What?
You like 5th?
You gotta be like the 9th.
No, nigga.
I mean the 3rd.
No, like
fifth,
sixth.
grade.
Yeah, fifth, 12. You 13 to 6. You 13 to 6.
Yeah, so you like
So you like
5th,
yeah.
6th grade, 5th, 6th grade.
Yeah.
So listen, it's the summertime, you know, we on the block, whole block, everybody set up to sundown, everybody come outside, we play football, we ride bikes, water balloon fight, you know, summer shit, you know, we dug in it. So now, we go to the Chinese store, right? Everybody know Miss Ho on 7th Ave, 143. We go to the Chinese store, we all grubbing, we eating, fucking up plates. And we used to walk there, this is back in the day, we used to walk to the Chinese. We walked to the Chinese store.
7th Ave, Miss Wan? What's
Yeah, Miss Ho.
Miss Ho.
We walked to Miss Ho, ordered a big pie, you know, she give you a lot of food.
She give you a lot of food.
She gave you a lot of food, dude. A lot of food. So she gave us it was a honey chicken ham fried rice plate. Me and my boy smacking.
That's my favorite.
It was so much food that you gotta bust it down with your homeboy.
G.
So we busted it down, we smacking out, eating the food, bomb. So now we walking back to the block. So we walk back to the crib, we playing football, we throwing the ball, walking and shit. So now we get to the block, everybody like, hey, we gonna jump in the pool at this time. So now everybody down. So yeah, alright. So now it's like a good 5 of us. 5 of us in the pool. I mean 5. So we in the pool, we jumping in that shit, cannonball, all type of fucking slamming people, all type of shit. We just having fun playing in the pool. So now I try to do a cannonball, but I end up doing a belly flop. I end up doing the belly flop, right? So now after that, like my stomach hurt. So that shit like made my stomach hurt. So now I'm thinking like, damn. It's so much fun right now. I'm trying to get out of this pool. So now I said, I'm gonna go in the deep part of the pool. The deep part was 14 feet. And everybody else was like scared to go in there, you feel me? So they didn't want to go down that way. So now I said, all right, I'm gonna jump off the diving board. I'm gonna go way to the bottom of the pool. It's deep. So I jump off the diving board, boosh. I'm sinking. Now I'm under the water for a minute. I'm just dropping shit. Whoop, whoop. I'm dropping shit. So I got a good full shit shot, right? Now, I swim back up. I'm thinking I'm good. So I swim back up. I'm good. So now I'm thinking the shit is gonna stay at the bottom of the pool.
Yeah.
That
I swear to God, that shit resurfaced on my ass. That shit came back up, but now I'm in the shallow part now. So now nobody going over there because everybody in the shallow part because they slamming people and we having fun. So now I'm over there, I'm looking, I turn, I see the shit floating like the direction.
Somebody said, ew.
I see the shit floating in the direction. So now I'm like, shit, I panic. I'm like, oh shit, they about to catch me. So now what I do is, I go under the water. I go under, help my breath, I go all the way under, my swim, so I swam to the deep part. And I came back up, the shit just floating like a Hershey bar, just floating on top of the water. Yo, listen, I fucking took the shit, I scooped it up and I threw it out the pool. So,
Wow, boy, that nigga is tripping.
so now it's like, I said I did like 4. So now I'm looking for the 4. I'm looking for the 4 shits. I scooped out one, I'm looking for it. I found another one. I grabbed that shit.
Everybody see you, bro.
God, I promise, to this day, if the people know that I shit in that pool that was with me, they gonna be hot. So I shit in the pool, I scooped it out. The last one, it was like breaking apart. So it was like a whole doodle, then start breaking apart into individual slices, you feel me? That shit was fucked up. But I end up scooping all the shit out, throwing it out. The ones that I couldn't get, hey, I don't know. But yeah,
That's your ass.
That's your ass.
That was my ass, yeah. That came out my ass.
Oh man.
But yeah, that was my embarrassing story. I took a shit in the pool when I was 12 years old during the summertime, and that shit. It's my first time ever telling this story, bro.
Hey,
So,
tell them about the story where you pawned your Rolex to go buy some pussy at the.
yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh man. Alright.
So yeah, that was my embarrassing story.
She said, oh yeah.
Hey,
When did you wash your hands afterwards?
I was in the water. The water had chlorine. What did you wash your hands for? The water had chlorine.
Hey, tell me about that story when you found out she was a man and then.
No,
I know every story except for that one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Except for that. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, we just heard no like moment best story, which was fucking. I thought he said 12. I thought this shit was that shit was, but nah, this shit was
Took a shit in the
fucking.
pool and it was tough, dog. That shit felt so good when it finally came out, bro.
I probably. So now, with that being said, let me tell mine. All right. So this is my best story. This is 100% accurate. 100% happened, and it's fucking embarrassing.
This is the one with the chlamydia.
No, I'm gonna tell that one next week. So so I don't know what we're talking about, y'all. I got no chlamydia. My dick clean. So, anyways, so now. It's me and my homeboy. I got the story accurate now. We came from a comedy event. We came from my comedy event and whatnot. One of my homies. So we came from my comedy event. And like 2 babies hit us up. It's like 3 in the morning. 2 babies hit us up. They're like, yeah, where y'all at? By the swag, man. Like, I'm going to the crib. What's up? Pull up. They said, okay, cool, we're gonna pull up. So then the 2 babies pull up to the crib.
There was nice babies though?
Huh? Oh, come on, God. It's me. So now, she pulled up to the crib. And you talking about body wise?
Yeah.
Yeah, not face. So anyways,
She was a butterhead.
nah, fuck with you. So anyways, they pull up to the crib. It's like 3 in the morning. So now it's me, my dog, and 2 little ladies. You know what I'm saying? Now they came through with Jack Daniel Tennessee Honey.
Oh, nice.
They came with that smooth little bottle, right?
They know something.
They know something. You know what
That's
I'm
a
saying?
smart hole right there.
So now we drinking and whatnot. We drinking, we sipping. So now we sipping, we talking, we jumping, and now she in my ear telling me, yo, like, you know, I want to stay with you tonight. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm sorry, yeah. Now this is Saturday night. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, what's up? So then now she told her sister, okay, cool, I'm gonna see you in the morning. He gonna take me home. She's like, all right, cool, no pressure, boom, blah, blah, blah. So now we went inside the crib one night. Now, you know, I'm lit off that Jack. You know what I'm saying? I'm lit.
Dick hard in the
Motherfucker, but I'm lit off that Jack. Boom, went in the crib, went to work. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Went to sleep.
You didn't look in the mirror? Yeah, nigga.
Nah,
Skip the whole sex scene.
No, I ain't gonna tell the sexy. It's no, the sexy and happy. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't hit no forward.
No, I had a mirror. Like the way my bed was positioned, ain't no mirror. Like was there at the time. You know what I'm saying? It's somewhere else. So now, I have fun. Nice little baby. You know what I'm saying? I have fun and everything. So now I fell asleep. Now I set my alarm at 5 o'clock because I know for a fact my parents wake up at like 6 to get ready to go to church. Because Sunday, this is Sunday, we gotta go to church. These souls gotta go to church.
Yeah.
They don't play that shit. So I set my alarm at 5. Ladies and gentlemen, that Jack Daniel Tennessee Honey fucking took control of me, dog. The alarm went off and everything. I did not wake up. So now I'm in the sheets with Lil Baby. We both butt ass niggas. I'm in the sheets with Lil Baby. I'm out of there. I hear like somebody play on my door. Like now, the way that how my room door was, like you gotta like it's.
Well, you got a big ass room though. She could have hid though.
No. When you drunk, you out of it. Ain't no hiding, man. Let me tell you. So now. I'll have a lock that you can take the key and twist it type shit. So now, man, you can take a penny. You know what I'm saying? You take your nails, okay, and just flip this shit. So now I hear the shit jumping. I'm like, so that like woke me up a little bit. So now I hear the shit open, like somebody play with it. Yo! So I'm like, I'm underneath the covers like this. I peek through one hole. Yo, little girl looking for the iron. Bloosh. Yo, no, she went. She grabbed the iron. I'm looking. Yo, she about to exit. Right before she fucking exit, she turned around like, hold on. Something don't look right. You know what I'm saying? Yo, she rolled the sheets up halfway, seen hair. She yanked that motherfucker. I'm like, yeah! Kid is too, I'm butt ass nigga, dick out. Nigga, titties out, pussy out, it's out, everything out. That nigga smell like, I'm in panic mode right now. I don't know what to do right now, kid. I'm like, oh shit. And then, like, Zoe went the fuck off. Like, what the fuck? In my fucking house? You bitch, you don't really get married? You don't do this, you slap. And then, here's the twist of it, right? This little baby used to go to our church when he was younger. So my mama, like, she paused.
Church hoes be freaks, I'm telling you.
It was lying. She paused. She's like, wait. I know you, mom. Oh, my soul, so letting go. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I would never place my hand on a woman, you know what I'm saying? Unless you ask me to, that's doing sex. But I would never place my hands on a woman, and I've never have.
Shout out to Ike Turner.
So this what happened. This what I did. So I shoved my mother out the room door so I could put my clothes on. This lady could put her clothes on and get the fuck out the situation. And I closed the door and I locked it and I held it. And I told little baby, yo, put your clothes on. You know what I'm saying? I was just gonna grab my robe. This lady said I attacked her. I shoved her. She said, oh my God, you made it to me. Oh my God. So now she called my brother. So now my brother coming over, right? He coming over. All she told my brother was, I put my hands on her. So that's all he heard. So he can't do like, you put your, man, you gonna hit your mom for some bitch. You gonna hit your mom for some bitch. I'm like, yo, this situation is crazy. I'm like, yo, my dick is still out, yo. Like, what the fuck, this shit. So now we got our clothes on, right? So boom. So I went to the front of the crib. So when I went to the front of the crib, all right, how long time ago, how the gate was for the crib, and like, you need the keys to unlock from the inside. You need keys to get outside from the inside. Yes, it was a fire hazard, we all know, we Haitians. But you need the keys from the inside. So like, I'm in panic mode. So I like walked her out from the front door. Motherfucker, I forgot the keys in the room. So now I'm shaking the door trying to get out. I'm like, the keys in the room. Y'all, fucking plot twist number 3. I go get my keys in my room. I'm looking for it. Yo, my mom is attacking this girl. She's like, oh my gosh, I don't feel like you. Why you do that? My dad is in the middle of it. Stop it. So my dad in the middle, I'm like, what the fuck going on? So I'm looking for my house keys. And then the girl like, Ghana, come get your mom. Come get your mom. Like, what for my house keys? So I grab I found that bitch, right? Boom. I done separate that shit. Like, yo, boom. I done open the gate. Now I'm about to take her to the crib. She go like, no. She said, nope. You know what? Nope. Don't worry about it. My sister don't call me an Uber. You ain't gotta take me nowhere. Don't worry about it. Let me take. Nope. Don't worry about it. Bro, I'm outside at the stop sign, on the corner of my block, in my robe. You know what I'm saying? In my robe, while these Zoes go crazy inside the crib. So now, after all that happened, I went to the king of the household, my old boy. That nigga told me, which he always been telling me, he like, yo, what the fuck wrong with you? He said, you know we wake up at 6, why the fuck you leave at 5?
That's true.
He a real nigga, my dad is one of the real niggas that lie. He said, why the fuck you leave at 5? I said, yo, I was drunk. He said, I told him I was drinking. He said, yo, now I gotta deal with this shit. But then, the next day, needless to say what happened to say, next day, you know what I'm saying, like, hit a little baby, you know what I'm saying, because the only reason, because of the simple fact that we knew each other, we had history, that's the only reason. If it was a baby I just met, it wouldn't happen like that. But because we had history, the next day we laughed about it, kids, we laughed about it and shit like that, we talked about the whole shit for hours and like shit.
She gave some pussy out there?
Yeah, and it was crazy. It was like, we had a great time, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and one thing I always did, I always wanted to tell the story first because I didn't want to tell homegirls and shit like that. So thank God I have this platform and I said it first. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Gamma 305 and that's my embarrassing story, all right? And that's my embarrassing story. That's Mommy Got Jokes embarrassing story. And that's no lacking. embarrassing story. And this has been a great time, man. Like we said in the beginning, listen, stay safe, you know what I'm saying? This, like, at first, we thought this was like a real joke with the corona, the COVID-19 virus and everything. But ladies and gentlemen, it feels as if it's a very severe situation because it's
in our backyard.
It's in our backyard. It's in our backyard.
Really dying.
People are really dying. Like, you know, so crazy. Like, I took it as a joke. Not took it as a joke. I didn't take it as serious. But there's a woman in which I went to high school with.
Yeah, we went to high school.
Yeah, like we our condolences go out to you, and we pray that you get well soon. You know what I'm saying? Like at first, like we didn't take it serious until it hit home, until it happens to you. So please, like, quarantine yourself, stay safe, hand sanitize yourself. Dude, I'm not saying like go ham with the masks and whatnot. I don't condone.
No, go ham with the mask.
I don't condone that because, all right, listen.
You didn't have no mask.
No, the only reason I
wear
don't,
mask in place?
I wear once. The only reason I don't condone it because our hospital and our nurses, they the ones who really needs it. You know what I'm saying? Who's really like face to face with this virus, with this disease, and I feel as if we just limiting out their sources to keep them safe. So let's just keep ourselves safe. You know what I'm saying? Wash your hands. You know what I'm saying? Keep a distance with each other and whatnot, and self quarantine yourself. And if you're feeling any type of illness, any type of sickness, you know, so messed up. Like I would always say, yo, if you feeling sick, go get checked. But one conversation I was having with my homeboys
They
is,
send you right back home.
yeah, they'll see you right back home. But and my other homeboys say, yo, what if I go get checked and I
No fun at all.
and I get it from over there?
They only accept you when you in critical condition.
All right, so I pray
If
that.
you're not in critical condition, they're gonna send you back home and tell you self quarantine for 14 days.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, it's self quarantine. You know what I'm saying? Let's take it serious. You know what I'm saying? So down here production, you know, the boys, our condolences go out to every family member who was affected by this disease, this crisis, and we just pray this thing ends quick and we find a cure for it, man, because it's
shit wild.
It's wild, man.
But make sure you take your vitamins. Take your vitamins. Take your drink ginger. Drink ginger, take your vitamins, drink hot tea, all that stuff is good for you.
Yes.
Early in the morning, keep your immune system strong.
Yes.
Drink a lot of fucking ginger. Lemon, hot water, steam. It doesn't live in heat. It dies. China just not figured it out. That's why the cases in China depleted compared to here. Mm-hmm. Now our rate is higher than China, so y'all, really, this ain't no joke. This shit's dead serious and niggas is really dying, dropping like flies. So protect yourself, clean your hands, wash that shit, and yeah, keep your immune system strong. That's all I can tell you.
Yes, please do. Please do. And man, a word for the folks, man.
Want me to say something important or?
Yes, as far as our COVID-19 and as far as, you know what I'm saying, our listener viewers and keeping it safe line.
Like Gamma said, bro, like at first, you know, I was kind of like taking it for a joke, but after I found out, like, you know, Heron is one of the victims of this COVID-19 pandemic, you know, I started really, you know, taking it more serious and, you know, start really like looking after myself with the washing hands and the hand sanitizer and the mask and all that stuff. So I tell you guys, like, please stay safe. Try to do as much as possible so you guys can stay healthy and not be affected by it, because this shit is real. You don't know when this is gonna end, but just you gotta really be safe for it.
Just to keep light with everything, you know, we try to, you know, keep you all entertained with content. You know what I'm saying? We know we all at home, just sitting around. It's like nothing to do at night and whatnot. So we just continue, like, you know, get us something to do, get us something to watch. So we appreciate everybody for watching. We appreciate everybody for viewing, liking, commenting, and sharing. You know what I'm saying? And just support it. We really do love y'all. We really do support. We really do love the support that y'all give us. And with that being said, thank y'all. Be safe. My name got my video flag. Yeah. To my right, my co-host. And of course, to my left, my co-host.
It's your boy Don't Like Your Boat People. Tune the fuck in. And remember, spread love, get love, give that shit back. If you got grudges with somebody right now,
I'm too fat.
let that shit go, bro. Spread love, get love. In a time of crisis, we need to come together as one and help each other get over this shit, man.
You already know it. Ladies and gentlemen, love y'all. Drive safe. Stay home. Yeah, fat. You know what I'm saying? You be safe as well. Yeah.